A recent article in the RVing Women's Magazine gave several uses for pool noodles while you're RVing. Pool noodles are easy to buy, very inexpensive, especially at one of the dollar type stores. They come in a couple of different sizes, a smaller one and a larger one, and there are a lot of different ways you can use them around your trailer, motorhome, any RV. And the easiest way to make the pool noodles is simply cut a slit in them for many of the uses we're using them for. You can then measure it and see how much you need, because a really good use, especially in Arizona or any of the hot states, is to put them on the windshield wipers. So if you put them up on, cover the windshield wipers with them, it offers some protection against the sun and protects the window and the windshield wiper. Be very careful though that you use pool noodles for this. If you use pipe insulation, it will actually, in the hot sun, melt. So this one was actually on a windshield, and the reflection from the windshield caused this part to melt. But pool noodles are made a little differently, and you'll want to use pool noodles. One great use for pool noodles is to cut some rings and put them around your water pipes. These happen to go out through to the overflow pipes in your compartment, storage compartments. That way, if you're putting stuff into the compartment and you're hitting the water pipes, you won't damage them. One of my favorite uses for it is in the microwave. This little glass thing always moves and gets off the track. Simply put a piece of noodle in, a little firmly, and as you go down the road, it'll keep that from moving. You arrive at your place and it's perfect. Another problem with awning rails might be when your door opens, you're hitting the awning rail. Put a noodle right there, and when the door opens, it won't damage the awning rail or the door. A lot of RVs have low awnings and the support posts for them now. And I know I was always hitting my head on this. If you put a brightly covered pool noodle on it, it's not going to really protect you from hitting it, but hopefully you're going to notice it better. Another use for it is if you have fishing equipment or gear, your fishing rods, you can put your fishing rods in these noodles. I happen to be using a larger one, and then it keeps it safe, protected while you're traveling. When you get to the place you're fishing, you just pull it out and you haven't gotten it broken. Since this is also an emergency exit window for many motorhomes and trailers that are like this, this would just push out all the way up and the screen would come out. If you have to crawl out of this window, you might want to keep a noodle right by it so you can put it over the top of this so that when you get out and crawl out through this window, you're not hurting yourself on the hard edge. For trailers or motorhomes that have these windows that stick out like this and you want to keep them out for ventilation, you can put it on the window similar to a slide so that when you're walking by, you don't hit it accidentally. Brightly colored pool noodles can also be put on awning and tent tie-down straps and stakes so that people do not trip over them. The most commonly used use for pool noodles is to put them on your slideouts. If you put them on these corners in the ridge, somebody walking by won't get hurt and be hurt hitting them because it protects the corner edges from being bumped into. A lot of people have even lower slides, and it's really important to put these on because dogs can run under it and end up with a serious vet bill by getting cut by these sides. These were just a few uses of pool noodles and RVing. You can find more information in the December 2020 issue, the November-December RVing Women magazine, or just Google search RV pool noodles.